Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. This one is Off the Mark. I am Wick, and I'm joined here by two lovely individuals today. You guys are.
Hello, I am Tala. I'll be we'll do introductions later for the characters side of thing.
Yeah.
And in that case, then I am Avi Aviator, aka Avi, aka sometimes Avocado.
Nice. All right. So then we've got our players, and right now, we are somewhere in Toontown, uh, and it seems to be a shooting range. It's probably about midday or so, and the place is open with a couple of people there already. But uh, we're just focusing a little bit outside of that for a moment. Uh, I wonder who has gotten here first, or if you guys have come together.
I looked at Tala.
You know what? They probably got there together. It's uh, this probably would have been the sort of thing Amber would have invited Arata to join her with.
Yeah,
Just yay, shooting range in town. Let's check it out.
yeah, and he's down. He's got a gun. Uh, Granted, it's not a real gun, but it's a gun and it shoots pellets.
Nice. um, so yes, the two of you have arrived at this shooting range. What's uh what's up with you two?
um, I'm trying to debate whether or not I should have this happen now while they are walking because I feel like this is like this is something they are doing as like downtime. Okay, here's my question. Are they expecting the third person?
uh uh not quite.
Yeah, I don't think they were.
Okay. Then in that case, um I think Arata might wait until like while they're in the shooting range to like bring it up.
Okay.
Uh
Amber, you excited? You get to shoot stuff now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's got this new gun that she has been wanting to test out. She would have, I don't know, maybe tried it out on someone she didn't like, but here's the thing. Uh, it uses acid, and she has recently learned. Uh, whatever, don't worry about it.
Uh
She just, she was
chooses
planning
to
on
worry
testing it
about it.
out at the shooting range, pretty much. So yeah, she's pretty excited.
Yeah.
excited
Cool.
indeed.
Um, so I'm thinking the two of you enter the shooting range. Um, but there is somebody that's uh, kind of near the front desk, not at the front desk. Is there a front desk? Yeah, I guess so. Uh, me
Yeah.
forgetting how shooting ranges work. All right, anyway.
Me too.
Um,
Been one, so I can't say anything about what it's like in there.
I have been to a shooting range approximately twice. That is it.
Oh,
So,
handshake.
um, but there is someone nearby who is parsing through some equipment, uh, and they turn around and they they immediately ask you to. Do you two have ID?
You need one? Or
Uh,
Um,
Arata, uh, Arata looks for his ID.
Amber has none.
I feel like Arata's at least got in, like, not in a, not like a driver's license, but like some sort of, like, uh, the fantasy equivalent of a passport shrug.
Planes do exist. I think passports should as well.
uh, so this guy takes a look at your passport? Question mark. Um, and I go, all right, yeah, that checks out. Um, as for you, and they kind of gesture at you, Amber.
Is it optional?
It is not optional. You need to be a certain age to be shooting here, especially with live ammunition.
Uh,
Okay, but what is that age then?
Uh, let me check. And he kind of he goes over the desk a little bit and like rummages around and pulls out this big ass book. Uh, all right. Um, so you're a tune, right? All right. And he starts parsing through this book.
Arata's just like looking at this book, looking towards Amber, like, oh god.
But
While
as
he's
this is
looking
happening,
down, Amber is
uh,
uh Amanda? Okay, Amber is going to try casting. Hold on, how much does this allow me to change?
Oh my god!
bruh,
Okay, she's gonna make herself like a foot taller with disguise self while
I,
he's looking down.
oh
Maybe
my god,
make her look a little less scrawny. Hope he doesn't notice.
uh, should I roll to know it? Here,
Uh,
I'll roll something to see.
yeah, sure.
This guy does not notice.
Yeah!
Yep, she's always looked like this.
He after looking through the book, he looks up and he goes, kind of just rubs at his eyes for a second. Man, am I losing it?
I don't know. Are you? I'm not
He,
you. You answer me.
he I would say now that like, what if Amber's around the same height as Arata? So he just kind of goes, they're the same height. Clearly, they're probably the same age.
I mean, Arad is like 5'6" now.
Or Amber is 5'6"?
Oh,
Or
wait, shit. Amber. They
Hello?
both start with A. They both start with A.
ah,
They're the A team.
nice. But he kind of just looks from you to Arata, back to Amber, back to Arata, back to Amber. Uh, no, okay. So he shuts the book, puts it back over the desk, but gets out the equipment, the little box of equipment that he has. Um, do you guys need like hearing protection
Uh,
I've been fine all this time, so I don't see why I need it now.
it's just protocol. You
uh,
don't have to since you're and he just kind of gestures to your fiery head.
Yeah, I
Narada's,
don't have ears.
Narada's just like, yeah, you know what, I'll take it.
Very cool. Um, do you guys like need an instructor or something?
Nope,
Yeah, I think
we,
I know how to shoot a gun.
yeah, same here.
All right. Well, if you do though, he should be, you know, close by, so you can always ask him if you need something. Uh, so yeah, go have fun, I guess. If you need extra ammunition, let me know. So then he kind of just goes back behind the desk and sits there.
Cool. Arata gives this guy a thumbs up, and he's just like, Amber, let's go.
Let's go,
Yep,
let's go.
they're off. Once they're out of sight, Amber does get rid of the disguised self.
Oh my god.
I love that. That was amazing.
That was very good.
Back to normal.
But now you guys are in like that area where it's like semi-closed off, so like each person has like their own stall or whatever, and then but it's like open the rest of the way, so you can see where you're shooting or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we know the spot. But uh, you do see there is one or two people there. There's like this one burly guy who looks like he's just loading a regular handgun to practice. Um, and there's another person that the two of you recognize. Um, looks kind of cowboyish, UPA-in. Uh, and yeah, this is Emmer, who is also there. Um, and they are also loading a gun. What will you guys do?
I think Arata doesn't like call out to Emmer just yet, but he does look over to Amber and he goes, "Oh shit. That's one of the guys from the troop."
Yep. And Amber gives a wave and just calls out to Ember like, "Oh, hey, Ember, didn't know you'd be here."
And Emmer, turns their head and goes, "Oh, uh, hi, you two.
Hey.
Didn't expect to see you two here."
Hey, I said that. You gotta say something else in greeting.
Oh, uh, okay. It's nice to see you two.
As expected.
uh
Anyways, what's that you're holding? What kind of gun?
um, so from the looks of it, it seems to be a like a traditional flintlock pistol. Uh, but when you ask this, Emmer just goes, it's a gun." Done.
Arata has
Yep.
this look on his face where he's like, "Yep, that sure is a gun." And he like just
Yep.
nods.
Yeah. Yeah, Amber just nods and pulls out her own gun to show off. Well, neat. Now I have this little guy. I don't have a name for him yet, but he does shoot acid.
You name your guns?
Some people do that.
What, you don't?
Uh, never mind.
If you don't name your guns, they're not gonna like you. Like,
You
come
can't
on,
see Ever's
you never
eyes, but you have
know.
the feeling he just blinks at you a couple times.
Seriously, you
Uh,
never know what things are alive when you're dealing with toon objects. For all you know, they could
right.
all have feelings, and that does affect your performance. I've run experiments. Trust me on this.
Uh, oh, okay. So he just kind of nods, looks down at the gun he's holding, kind of looks at a loss.
Name it Flint.
uh, okay. Yep. This one's named Flint. Yeah. Um, but hey, if either of you need anything, I'm kind of the instructor for the day, so just let
Oh,
me know if you need any help.
shoot, you actually work here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
Don't you work with the troop?
well, I mean, we all have our outer jobs besides being in the troop,
That makes
especially
sense.
when we're waiting on royalties and whatnot. So,
No, that makes sense. That checks out.
copyright shit.
Okay, okay, she says, not understanding at all.
Mhm. I mean, like, capitalism is a thing, and apparently so are creative royalties. Can't have people stealing shit and claiming it's their own, you know? But, that checks out. Um, yeah, we'll be over here, I guess. And Arata kind of like gestures to one of the like open like areas.
Yeah. Cool. Uh, I'll just be over here, and he's just near the spot where he was set up. So,
With that, I guess Amber is gonna hit her own stall, while Box just does just go off to an open spot of its own.
I love that.
oh, cute.
Okay, here's a question. The way these stalls are set up, can they still technically see each other?
Oh yeah, like you just have to kind of lean back a little bit, but you could see each other that way.
Cool.
Like they have dividers, but not so much that you're completely obstructed.
Yeah, no, that checks out.
And in fact, once you guys get set up there, the big burly guy kind of waves over Emmer. Hey, Conadito will help you. Oh, okay. So he heads over. So he's gonna help that guy out while you two are doing your thing.
I'm gonna roll a few shots.
Oh,
I'm just gonna roll them consecutively, and then like post them all at once.
Oh, I guess while we're at it, uh, Amber is casting acid splash, aka acid gun.
let me see what you have. A gun.
I know how these commands work.
This requires a dex save from the target. I did not think this through.
I mean, you can just roll it like an attack roll if you want instead of a save.
Nice.
Just so we know what we're doing, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
25.
call out JJ in the chat. The dex is 0, it's a target.
That's fair. Arata got
Oh,
a 9, a 16, a 23, 22, and a 19.
nice.
Hey, wait a second. JJ is right. 0 dex, baby.
It can't move.
It can't move.
Or can it? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, again. Plot twist, all these targets are alive.
Oh, God.
Troubling implications, but we don't have time to unpack all that.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No, we really don't. But, um, so I'm assuming you are taking these shots as you are also occasionally speaking to Amber.
Yeah. I think like um Arata set his bag down. Genie is in it, and Genie's like, now that they are in the range, Genie kind of like lets his head poke out of the bag just to watch. Um, but like, Arata's taking a few shots. He takes his first one and it misses, and he's just like, ah, fuck. Uh, but like, I think.
Yeah, cat boy? Wait. You know
Sorry!
what? Fuck it. Cat boy. You're cat boy now.
Yeah, boy, that.
I think that actually, like, gets him for a moment. And he's just like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, but, But like as he's like taking these shots, I think he does like look over to Amber, and he goes, "Hey, can I talk to you about something?"
Well, you're talking now, aren't you?
Well, that's fair. Um, it's a little important, but you know, um, so I had a little run-in with the professor a little while back, and well, it turns out that somebody I met a while ago might actually be really dangerous, and it may be related to and he glances over uh down towards the other stalls, and then he lowers his voice, and he says, "It might be related to Bevan."
Okay, first, who's this person? And Amber's whispering now too.
um
As much as you could whisper in a shooting
Yeah,
range.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. um okay. uh I think Arata goes, Arata pauses, looks again towards Emmer to make sure that he's not paying attention. Probably takes another
Oh,
shot.
wait. You took a glance at him. Would you like to make a history or intelligence check?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Uh, well, he doesn't have proficiency in history, so this is gonna be fine. Yeah, that's about par for the course, buddy.
Uh-oh.
That's 12.
A 12. But that's close enough. Um, as you take a quick glance to make sure that Emmer isn't listening, you are reminded of the headphones that you are wearing, the headset to protect your ears. And you realize Emmer doesn't have any either. Um, and yet he looks perfectly fine as he is instructing uh, the other uh, the other person in the range on properly loading some ammo into the gun that they have brought. Um, you find this just a little odd, but continue.
Does Ember have ears as well?
Uh, I'll make you make another check later. Keep going.
All right. Okay. Now that he's pretty like certain that sorry, there's a hair in my mouth. Bleh. Now that he's certain, that like Emmer is not looking their way, um, Arata goes, "This person is named Nakabe Nakai. He's a real kind. He's got pink hair, purple blazer jacket, yellow turtleneck, uh, awful as hell fashion. Um,
Okay, pink hair, looks stupid. Got it.
and I have not seen him take off his sunglasses.
Ooh, probably weird eyes then.
Well, probably. You know what? Yeah, he probably has weird eyes.
Yeah, that tracks.
um, and he continues. This guy says that he's a bounty hunter, but one of the people he's looking for looks suspiciously like one of the people that Bevan drew in one of the pictures you guys showed us way back when.
The one that wasn't of the troop?
The one that wasn't of the troop. It was of these two people that Bevan said that they thought that might be what their parents looked like.
Huh. Okay, what else did you want to tell me about him?
The reason why Professor and I think this guy is dangerous is because we think he's working with a specific kind of monster that attacks people through their dreams. And we know this because Mitmat, one of the kids that you guys apparently met, was possessed by this monster.
Wait, was that during the time we met her? That would explain some things.
Say that again? Was that during what?
Was she possessed during the time we met her?
um, Arata shakes his head.
Well, things still unexplained.
um, but Arata continues, and he says, if this person is looking for someone who Bevan might know, and if Nakabe is dangerous, I'm worried that he's going to try and find Bevan.
Do do you know where he is now?
Not exactly. Uh, a while back, I met up with Seeker and I told him the same thing, and then I got a letter from Seeker saying that he saw Nakabe on his way to Ghibli. Not Ghibli. Was it Ghibli?
Yes.
It was Ghibli. Yeah, on his way to Ghibli.
Hmm.
So
All right. How do you know this guy? Like, since you said he was from your past or something.
well, he came into the inn one time, and he apparently was just, I guess he just came in there to eat something, but he also asked me about, the bounties he was looking for. Um, I thought it was weird that he singled out the one specifically that looked like the person Bevan drew. But also, he just gives me. There's a pause where Rada just like kind of suddenly realizes something, and he goes, "He has really rancid vibes. I'm pretty sure he threatened to eat me."
He what? Huh? Hello?
uh,
Are you? You're not edible.
Not
Arata
if you're a
just kind
coward.
of, Arata just kind of like shrugs, and he goes, "Well, like, okay, here's what happened. Uh, it was just me and this guy, right? And then somebody else came into the restaurant, and it turns out that this guy was one of Nakabe's bounties that he was looking for. Uh, Nakabe almost pulled out a weapon in the restaurant while I was still there. So I got pissed off, and well, I ended up walking this guy and Nakabe to the police station just to make sure nothing happened. Um, and then after the fact, Nakabe gave me his contact info and said that he wanted to, I guess, invite me for dinner, but he also said he wanted to make me something scrumptious. And now that I'm thinking about it, it may have been low-key a threat.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Where? So you say you have his contact information, right?
Yeah, and he looks over to Genie, who goes into the bag, rustles around a bit, and finds, I guess it was a card?
Uh, yeah.
Alright, yeah. So Genie's holding the card in his mouth, so Arata goes over to pick it up, and he shows it to Amber.
Hmm. Okay, hold on a second. And Amber is going to reach into her hammer space. Let me just roll. All right, and pulls out a notebook, beaten pencil before writing down the information on the card. Which is it? Just like a phone number and name or something?
It's also got it's also got like a title. Um, so it has his name, and then under it it says food critic. It must be from when he was previously a food critic. And then it has a phone number. Uh,
All right. Here's my plan. If you think he's dangerous, and he also probably threatened you, then, well, I'm both not edible and willing to fuck him up. I could go find him.
oh my
I
god.
think I think I'm not edible. Edible to him at least.
You see Arata just like stare at you like, holy shit. um, and he's like, yeah, you know what? That's. I mean, that's not a bad plan, but at the same time, I have no idea what this guy is capable of, and if he um, if he gets close enough, there's a chance that that dream monster might find you when you're asleep.
I wouldn't worry about that. Besides, what's the worst a dream monster can do while I'm sleeping? Make me think of, I don't know, scary clowns or something.
They can you see Arata grimace, and he goes, they will relentlessly attack you with nightmares until you are weak enough to be possessed.
So, like, every time I sleep. Yeah, I can deal with that.
oh my god.
Arata's just standing here, and you know what he says? He just goes, "Why do I get the feeling that like anything I'm going to say is not going to be able to stop you?"
There's nothing you say can.
As this is happening, you actually, I think the way things are angled, uh, Arata, you're facing like away from where the other two are, while Amber, you're facing, you know, towards Arata. You do see Emmer walking towards the two of you. Um, and when he approaches, he says, um, just wanted to let you guys know. I'm just going to be stopping in the shed for a couple minutes. So just don't burn the place down while I'm gone. And he just
Stuff, and I gotta ask. Uh, she's been shooting nothing but acid at these targets. Uh, did that do anything?
uh
I would
I
assume
mean,
the target is melted by now.
yeah, the target's like melted, especially where it's like most concentrated.
Whoops.
And but I mean Emmer doesn't seem very phased, so
This is a tune.
um so he actually walks off kind of down the hall-ish, and the place is semi-open, so you can see that there is a shed that's not too far from there. Um, and in the small moment of silence, uh, Arata, would you like to make another history or intelligence, but with advantage?
Yes, I would. Oh, he probably is going to need that advantage. Yeah!
Okay.
I know how to type. 17.
10 and 17. As you see him walking away, you slowly realize something. With you shooting, and even with Amber's acid gun, uh, but also with the other patron shooting, um, you find it very odd that something didn't happen. You recall all the way back from when you were in the inn with the troupe. During an impromptu performance by Seeker, uh, that performance was interrupted by a crashing bottle, causing Emmer to flinch very much so.
Yeah,
And
he had a
yet,
PTSD episode.
and yet, with all of the shooting going on in the range, and with no hearing protection, this looks totally fine. Not even any twitches. Just food for thought. Anyway,
I think he
You
looks.
get therapy?
therapy. I mean, it has
Oh,
been a couple months, but
It
yeah,
has
maybe the
been.
troop got their shit together.
Uh. uh I hope so. But Arata kind of like picks up on that, and he's kind of like. It's kind of noticeable that he's watching Emmer walk off, um, and when Emmer's out of like earshot, um, he looks back to Amber, and he goes, "Oh right, you weren't downstairs during that." Okay,
Yeah, she was breaking and entering.
yeah, she was breaking
yeah.
it. She was breaking and entering. So um, Arata goes, "Hey, um, you remember back when we were with the troop when you and Professor went up to break and enter without me, uh
Without me.
while while me, Sammy, and Seeker were still downstairs."
Seeker and I. But yeah, I remember.
Kind of gives you a deadpan look, but he's like, "Yeah, uh, Sammy, Seeker, and I, um, um,
Listen, she's that kind of kid.
Arata can't be mad." um, he kind of once again looks in the direction that Emmer walked off in, um, and looks back to Amber, and he goes, "The reason why our distraction got cut off was because Emmer had a PTSD episode, and I don't know. I think it's a little weird that he's not reacting to the gunshots here. Unless, of course, this guy got therapy, but, like, even then, it's only been, like, a few months?
Well, I mean, a lot can change in a couple of months.
No, that's true. That is.
You can always ask him about it, though.
Yeah. It could. I don't know. Maybe it's different for tunes.
I mean, you can
It
always
is
ask
not
him when he
different for
comes back.
tunes. It is not different for tunes.
Does they ever say that?
Yeah.
And Arata just grimace.
Yikes.
Well, I think he's gonna fire a few more shots, and he goes, yeah, I'll probably ask him the next time he swings around.
Your choice, your choice. Anyways, so what else do you know about this? Na- how do you pronounce it again?
Nakabe?
Nakabe. I was about to make a damn fool of myself. Thank goodness.
Oh.
Um, he kind of, takes aim at the target, and he goes, well, he said that, he's from, he's from Yedo, same as me, but also I'm pretty sure he low-key, well, not even low-key, I'm, like, really sure he lied about his age. And then he fires. That's a 24.
Nice.
He told me he was 22, but that he went off on his own, 10 years ago or so. But if that's so, that means he would have been 12, and going off on your own at the age of 12 for real kind is not exactly common.
Extenuating circumstances?
Maybe? There's so many things about this Nakabe guy that just gives me bad vibes.
Yeah, sounds like it. So, anyways, what would you say are some real kind weaknesses?
Going for the knees.
I mean, you're not
God.
wrong.
She writes it down in the notebook.
um, the knees, the shins. Okay, if you're looking to incapacitate and not kill, try to get like a really hard like hit on the back of the neck, because if you can like hit someone there, they can go down easily.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
Hit someone there with what? Would I don't know, would a gun also knock him
No.
out?
No.
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 Alright then.
Just hard to know.
But what about magic fire? Like, what if I had Box shoot him?
Well, if you're aiming for the back of the neck, that will probably do something. Um, oh, you know what you should do? You should light his pink hair on fire.
Oh,
Not only will it, deal weakness, it will also hit his pride.
him look dumber. You're a genius. And then, once his pride is sufficiently hurt, I could, hmm. Oh, I could use this. And then Amber reaches into her hammer space again. D10, 5, pulls out uh, another gun. It's certainly bigger than the other two. Uh, it looks more like a. Dang, it looks more like a rocket launcher without a rocket than an actual handgun.
Um, Arata's not so much surprised by the fact that it's a rocket launcher, but he's like, I think that depends on the kind of ammunition it uses.
Well, it uses this ammunition, and she aims for whatever remains of the poor target in front of her
Uh-huh.
and shoots a web.
Oh.
Oh, web?
Yeah, web.
Arata nods. He nods like, yes, this is a good course of action.
20-foot cube. Well, it was nice knowing you, targets that were beside Amber's.
F.
You're webbed.
There are other empty targets. But as you two are dunking on this football, um, Arata, I would like to point out something. As you two are talking, there is a clock that is behind you guys on the far wall. You notice that as time passes, Emmer hasn't returned. Even though they said they would be only a couple of minutes, it has now been maybe 3 times as much.
It's been 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Arata looks over. He probably like just finished taking another shot. Actually, I want to roll for this one too. 14.
Fun?
Really respectable.
Yeah. Um. And now that he's noticed the clock, he has been like glancing back at it for a while, and he goes, "He's not back yet."
Maybe he's. Oh no. Maybe he's tripped and hit his head.
God, I hope not.
That's a strange conclusion, but
Should we like check on him?
Yeah. I don't think this target is usable anymore, anyways.
okay.
Narada's looking over at the melted web.
Yeah, it's just a puddle now, covered in web and just sizzling.
You sure did something to that.
Thank goodness we weren't told any rules, any of the rules of this place, so I can feign ignorance if I'm called out.
Ignorance is bliss. Anyway.
Yes.
Arata's gonna like change the cartridge in his gun, and then like make sure things are back in his bag, make sure Jeannie is comfortable, and then pick up the bag and looks over to Amber and be like, all right, let's see if he's okay.
Alright. Puts away her gun, picks up box, and follows.
All right.
So you two walk out, and now you're kind of outside. And again, not too far, there is a shed, a storage shed. As you guys approach, do you guys want to just like be stealthy about it? You just want to walk up to it, like?
I suppose Amber just walks up to it. She doesn't have like any reason to be afraid, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Arata's not sure either, but he is going to like. I think he's also going to walk up to it. And
as you get,
oh,
sorry.
I was going to say that he's going to knock on the door.
Okay. Right before you do, can you both make perception checks for me?
Yes. Don't mind if I do. Oh, I
Oh,
forgot that. I forgot that Amber has a -1 to perception.
yep. Wisdom isn't her best stat, I'll tell you that.
You know
It's all
what?
right.
Fair.
Luckily, both of you, as you approach the door and before you knock, uh, um, you both hear uh, a voice, no, two voices coming from the inside of the shed. But as you knock, the voices stop. Um, you hear a couple footsteps, and the door opens. Uh, sorry, was I taking? Must be a lot of time. I'll be. We'll be done soon. I mean, it's. Did you need something?
Yeah, I was just. Well, we were just worried about you. You said you were only going to be a couple of minutes. It's been a while.
Uh, yeah, I didn't mean for that to happen.
She's
But
in there
it's
with you.
uh,
And
um,
Ember, as she says that, she's like leaning her head, trying to look past him.
and I would like to say, with you leaning, and then with Arata's 18, you both do see a crouched figure near the back of the shed. Um, a a kind of huddled, cloaked figure.
Hey, Wick,
Uh huh.
does Arata recognize this figure?
Uh, I would like to say so. Yes.
I think Arata like actually like looks surprised, and he goes, "It's you."
Uh,
Too.
and the figure in the back turns to face you just a little. And you can see their eyes from under the cloak. Um, but Emmer goes, "Wait, no, I don't think anyone should." And he kind of makes a motion like he's just gonna close the door, but
Don't
you have a
don't don't.
chance to stop him.
No 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 no. Like this isn't I'm not. Are you okay? And he's pointing directly at the cloaked figure, and he goes, "Cause the last time I saw you, you were. Are you okay?"
Um, the the cloaked figure continues to stare, but doesn't say anything. Uh, Emmer jumps in and says, uh, "Look, I've he's been through a lot. Um, I was trying to I was trying to get him to eat. He refuses." And as he actually takes a step back for you two to enter the shed, which is dimly lit, um, you can see that there was actually a very small plate of food that is near this figure, but it remains untouched.
Oh, buddy. I think Arata like gives a glance to Amber, and then like uh kind of like gestures with his head, and he walks inside because like he's not gonna say anything while the shed is still open.
Fair. Okay. Amber does not know what's going on, but she falls inside anyways and shuts the door.
You
And as you two approach, the cloaked figure does stand up. And as they do so, their cloak kind of falls a bit. So now you can see them a little better. And I have a ref for that.
oh
I gotta
Oh
go
boy.
grab it.
yeah, no worries. Um,
I don't know what is going on, but
I think
That's okay.
I think like
I
while
feel
they're
concerned.
standing up, Arata kind of like leans over to Amber and whispers, "That guy I told you about, the one uh, when I met him in the restaurant, this guy was the bounty he was picking up."
And
Oh,
uh, you end up seeing
Oh, I
um,
love this
a
guy. Oh no, they're
a
cute.
real kind of warforged. Um, you notice that though their cloak is Toon, they are real, and they look at you the the blue glowing eyes, and they go, it it is you. Um, hello.
Hey, hey, hey. Arata's like, oh shit. Arata's like trying to figure out like what exactly to say, and he goes. He opens his mouth to say something, and then he closes it. And now that he's certain that like the door is closed, um, he kind of like turns around, looks to Emmer, looks back to the cloaked one, and then he goes, "Okay, this checks out, cause the last time I saw you," and he gestures to the cloaked one. He goes, um, "I also saw you," and he gestures to Emmer, "getting this guy out of the police station."
Oh, I right. You what? Wait, you saw us?
Look, and you see him like uh he realizes what he just said, and he's just like, "All right, I was stealthing for that happened." And he kind of like runs a hand through his hair, and he goes, "Uh, okay, look. On instinct, I don't trust the police. I just wanted to make sure the guy was okay, you know."
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I get that.
Man,
hey, Emmer. I don't think robots eat food.
I mean, okay.
Hey, buddy, would you like some oil instead? Instead of
Um,
that, Max?
uh, thank you, but no, I can eat. Uh, that's that's not that's not the problem. It's I'm okay.
What's up, buddy?
You say so. More for me.
uh, is that a deception? Can I roll insight?
No, that's not a deception. That's an insight.
Oh,
Um, the cloaked one has been glancing from you two to Emmer and back to you two. Um, but with this line of questioning, he looks to Emmer. He says, "Did you don't um no, that can't be right." Um, uh, he kind of just takes a breath. I I don't know really what's happening, but you and he actually points at Emmer. You've you've been acting funny, and I don't know what me funny. Um, I I don't really know what you're talking about.
hey, Emmer. There is something I want to ask you. Um,
Uh huh.
have you been been alright since the whole thing with any grimaces with Annie, because like you see him like grit his teeth and he goes, oh boy. Because that night when the bottle crashed, you were maybe trails off.
Um, yeah, no, I'm fine, really. That was probably just a fluke, you know. Uh, things things are good right now.
Can I roll insight?
I mean, you can, but they rolled a 23.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Physically can't beat that.
um, Wick, you're not going to believe me.
oh no.
He also rolled a 19, modified 24.
Oh my god.
Oh?
Holy shit.
I don't know how this happened.
Holy crap. Um um so as as he says this, I mean, you already were a bit suspicious, but suddenly you have a thought cross your mind. Hold on. He seems a little confused. You turn from Emmer to the cloaked one and back, and you notice that this confusion had been there the entire time. Um, you suddenly have the suspicion that the cloaked one may be right. Something is wrong, but maybe even more than you thought. Is this really the person that you met before?
Oh, Wick, I'm going to shake you. Alright. I'm going to pick to roll something, and I am not expecting it to go well. I want to roll investigation, to see if there is like anything in terms of like disguise, because I think, it's an investigation check to roll against disguise self.
You know what? You can roll investigation, but do so at advantage.
Oh boy. Sorry guys, investigation's not his greatest.
It's fine.
I say that, and his first roll was pretty good.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I would say that I set the DC at 16, so you
Oh,
just barely
Jesus.
eked that out. Um,
Oh, jeez.
you you stare a bit more at Emmer, who looks a little bit uncomfortable, but especially with this turn of events. But you you inspect what he looks like, and he looks exactly as he did before. There's nothing physically off about this guy. But then you think back. There is another possibility because this guy's acting as if maybe this body isn't his.
Oh, shit. Um,
We were just talking about possession.
yeah. Uh, I think Arata's eyes widen in realization. And uh quick as a flash, his rapier is drawn.
Oh shit. Um
Ah,
And
um
the blade is held out towards Emmer. Uh and he
When you
goes,
do this, um, uh, Emmer kind of jolts a bit, like, "Oh God, what?" Um, but doesn't do anything. The cloaked one behind you, uh, actually goes into their cloak, pulls out a scimitar, and does the same against Emmer.
uh okay, here's what's going to happen. Arata's holding this holding his rapier uh at Emmer, and he says, in quarry, if you don't let Emmer go, I am going to hunt you down on the plane of dreams, and I will tear you down on your own playing field.
I, me just, uh, oh shit.
Boy.
um, and
I can roll
uh,
intimidation if you want me to, but
I mean, go ahead, buddy. And you know, you can do that at advantage too. You're holding a fucking sword to this man.
what's your intimidation? It's not great.
Here, let me take a look. Let me see what you have.
You said advantage?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, I can type. Modified 19.
Uh, um, he he kind of looks a bit shaken, uh, but he stammers for a moment. I just listen. I don't want any trouble. I just just I I thought that the Darth, and he is speaking quarry. Uh,
I am. Okay. What did that translate to?
it translates to, uh, please, I'm only trying to help.
Uh, in Quarry, Arata goes, you call controlling someone against their will helping? This man has a life.
I know, but what else am I supposed to do? How else am I supposed to get him back?
Him?
Him, my, and he takes a breath. I,
Are you talking about the Baron?
the Baron Gilbert.
Brush.
Yes,
He was a Kalash star.
yes. He, I, and he actually takes a step forward and um, just only gently pushes the rapier aside, just
He's
a little.
he's holding it. He's still holding it firm, and if uh, Arata's moving in a way where, like, yeah, he's letting this Corey have the chance to explain himself, but also he's not letting him, like, leave.
Oh, I know. But he says, "I'm, I'm, I'm Gilbert's quarry."
Can you roll insight?
Okay. What's your insight, buddy?
Both,
Okay.
actually, all of you.
I'm assuming this is all still being said in Quarry, right?
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
switched back to. Oh, is it quarry? Ah, fuck it. Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
I think Amber's rolling at a disadvantage here.
Yeah, I guess.
If you want, but if we switch to common, then like,
It just
I
makes
mean,
more sense this way.
I guess so.
That's a
I
3. She doesn't
was
know
just
what
like,
the
the
fuck is
fuck?
going on. She's just she probably just moved over to the door to block it. Because like, huh. I guess Arata thinks Emmer's dangerous now. Alright.
Oops. On. I'm gonna make the cloaked one roll too. 23. Okay.
all right.
Ooh.
So, shoot. Uh, so, the quarry got a 20. Um, the quarry got a 20. Amber got a 3. Um, and the cloaked one got a 23. Amber with a 3. You almost you see Arata's hand, the one that's holding the rapier, drift down slightly, and then he like forces himself to hold it back up. Um uh uh I'm just gonna keep calling him Emmer.
Yeah.
um um Emmer and the cloaked one. Um he uh the expression on Arata's face turned sympathetic. And it's a very much like Arata knows what you're going through, Emmer. But he holds his ground and he says with a voice that has experience. Give me a sec cuz I'm getting emotional. Jesus.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um he says with a voice that has experience, that knows how much grieving can hurt. He says, "You can't do this. Gilbert Brush is gone. He's been gone for a while. And I know it hurts. But this is not the way to, if there is a way to bring him back, this is not how it's supposed to go."
And when you say this, um, Emmer just has this look of abject despair. And as he stumbles back a bit, he he just he kind of just falls to the floor. Not like a rag doll, but he kind of just falls to his knees.
Arata goes, "Can you tell me your name?"
He looks up at you. He looks hesitant, but he says, "Look for me. I'll be back. My name my name is Galbaroth." And as he says this, the expression on Emmer's face changes, and Arata, you realize the quarry is now gone, and this is just Emmer.
Oh fuck. I think with that, Arata sheathes his rapier and he is running over to Emmer's side. Like he is on the
Uh,
ground. He is
oh,
on the ground at his side, and he goes, "Emmer, are you okay?"
he immediately backs up. "Don't touch me. What do you? That wasn't. That couldn't have been. But I don't.
Emmer. Uh, Arata has his hands like open, palms facing out, and he goes, "It's okay. It's okay."
No, it's not. That thing was lying, wasn't it? He would have told me, right?
Did you,
But
Emmer? Did you let this quarry possess you?
uh, he he stammers again. No, I didn't. I don't. It
Take a deep breath.
just just go. Just leave me alone.
Not. No. No, god damn it, Emmer. I think being alone is the least you need right now. I think.
I think, and the cloak one speaks up. I think we need to go. We need to go to a better place, a safe house. Is that? Is you? You've got some explaining to do.
Is he saying that to Emmer or to Arata?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, both of you. And unless you want to add anything else, either Arata or Amber, we're gonna end it there.
Arata looks over to Amber like, well.
Well, I know a place.
Well, you know a place.
She knows a place.
She knows a place.
And yeah, I'm thinking we're just gonna end it here because they've got 5 minutes to the next FPS. So
All
Yep.
right.
yeah. Thank you very much for playing with me. This just means we got to do another one.
Yep.
I
Oh,
know
well,
we will.
cliffhanger.
Maybe it depends, but for now, um, goodbye and good time zone to listeners present and future. Thank you for playing with
Goodbye.
me, and
Oh,
we'll
thank
see
you
y'all on the
for-
next one.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us. Holy shit.
Well, be back, folks.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.